Joshua has contracted influenza. I've been looking this up, and this might last as long as a week. And for the period of time that we have influenza, we're going to have -4 strength, -2 dexterity, and a small reduction to perception and intelligence, along with a constant level of pain, thirst, and sleepiness. Joshua is going to be fully disabled. So we're going to go ahead and just take off our riot suit. In fact, we're probably going to make a little spot here where we're going to keep our kind of like our actual fighting gear over here. I've been thinking, because I knew this was coming, I've been thinking about what we're going to do about this. And I don't mean necessarily what Josh was going to do, but like we as a YouTube community are going to do about this. With this low of strength, we're not going to be realistically able to wield our pipe mace being a more heavy melee weapon, right? So we're not going to be fighting zombies. We have some food, but definitely not enough to survive the entire time. So what I've been thinking is that we do actually have this giant forest over here, which is pretty beneficial to us to have so close by. We are going to try and do some minor hunting, maybe even with our silenced Glock, which does have this homemade suppressor on it. We'll do some quiet hunting near the beginning of this, and hopefully, actually, do we even have cough syrup? We don't have cough syrup. That's unfortunate. If we could check some of the houses that we haven't fully checked nearby, that are like near this part of the town that we've mostly cleared out, for cough syrup, that would be useful, but any fights against zombies, we're going to have to most likely just avoid. And then after we get just a little bit of food, we're probably going to spend the majority of a week inside. I will be gaining skills. I'll be using the training menus, the practice menus to get some stuff going. I'll probably get leatherworking, because that will be very beneficial to us later. Same thing with basic carpentry. We will also likely be going down into the basement here and leveling up our mechanics using the motorcycle and the car over here. Well, we don't care about this car, so we'll probably tear apart this entire car so that we can get a little bit more mechanic skill, because we do actually have level 3 mechanics, but if we could get up to level 4, that unlocks pretty much everything that we want early game mechanics wise. We also can like practice putting the seat on and off to just get a little bit of a trickle of mechanics. But basically what I'm saying is that I don't want to waste Joshua's remaining springtime. It's day 73. Spring is going to end on day 90, and then we'll go into summer. And once we get into summer, we're going to start seeing more and more evolved zombies. And if we just sleep away a couple weeks, Joshua will be so far behind the evolved zombies that we will be in a lot of trouble. So, we are going to be doing a lot of skip forwards and a lot of montages, and I do very much hope to be recovered from the flu by the end of this episode. But if anything interesting happens, or if we have any interesting activities, I will make sure to leave them in as kind of like montages and supercuts, so that you still know what Joshua's doing in his downtime. But just like a real person, Joshua's not going to be interesting while he has the flu. I will say the first thing we're going to do is we are actually going to put all this stuff back on and pick up our gas mask, because we are going to attempt to go hunting. Actually, we should do that at daytime. So we're not going to do that right now. We'll do that here in a little bit, though. Are you actually fucking kidding us? We have actually managed to contract the common cold and influenza. So now we have 3 strength, down from 8. It's actually down from 11 or 10, I think, because we're getting a little bit of strength from our bashing weapon still and from our mechanic still. Jesus Christ, game. Okay. I do think we are still going to try and hunt, because if we don't, we may starve to death. I just realized that we have so little strength that we are actually overburdened just carrying around our basic stuff. So we're going to have to make a pile of like some of the basic stuff that we normally carry with us, just so that we can even pick anything up, which is a little wild. Basically, we're going to leave everything behind that we won't specifically need on our journey. It did mean that we basically dropped almost everything, and we don't have a way to pry open windows anymore. Yeah, I don't think we have a choice, really. We do still have our pipe mace, and we still have our Glock on us, but that's about it at this point. We are going to use the V menu to search these bodies here to see if anything has food. So what we're going to do is just go see food. There's some chewy candy on that one over there. That's at least something. There's some calories there. And some chewing gum, which will make us happy, but not anything beyond that. And then we'll also search real quick for cough medicine. No luck. Okay, let's head over to the forest and see if we can't just, of course, we have some crawling zombies, a sawbones, a malformed armor of misshapen bone that has grown over the zombie, having pushed what remains of the skin out of the way. The clothes of a medical worker are still draped over it. If we use the more information about the zombie menu, we do learn that it is mildly dangerous. However, behind it is a feral cop, who is another of the crazed humans among the dead. This police officer angrily mutters to themselves, wandering around with a truncheon in hand in search of someone to brutalize. Yeah, because of wandering hordes, there is now a small horde of zombies directly outside our base, which means that we have no choice but to run back inside and literally hope and pray, or even to pull the step ladder back up, because I'm worried about that feral there being able to just climb. We're gonna hope and pray that they get caught on our traps and die. None of those were going to be capable of getting inside, but it does mean that we're not going to be going back outside just yet. We do have some fruit jam, which will last us a while. We have about 2,000 calories there, and we have plenty of water and such like that. So I guess for now, we'll kind of just chill inside here still. And we have officially run out of clean water in the local thing. That's potentially going to be a problem. We still have some food, just not a lot. So yeah, we'll see about that. Going back to working on the car. Just adding things. We've uninstalled everything from the car. We're just going to add everything back on now. We're not going to bother with anything that requires mechanics 1, but anything that requires mechanics 2 or higher, we're going to try and add back onto the car. At this point, our fruit jam is actually getting old, and I am starting to get worried that we're also going to run out of food before we recover from this. So we've been hearing some zombies dying. We're going to equip our pipe mace, as little as that's actually going to do with 3 strength, and make sure that we have healthy glow going, so that we have a little bit of a buff here. Or peek down over this ledge, and it does look like some extra things have died. Check about here. Once again, just searching for food. There's a chocolate bar over there. We'll see about getting this. It's something, right? Oh, I didn't see him. Is he bleeding? Okay, we're bleeding now too, but we do in fact have staunch wound, so we can use that to get rid of the bleeding right away, and we're gonna head right back up. Come on. He slipped twice trying to get up here, which is why I didn't try to do that earlier. I figured fighting him was going to be the best option. Sometimes running from the zombies is just way worse. But we did manage to get a candy bar out of that. So that's probably going to be a lot of our calories for today. Hopefully we have enough to make it through the whole thing. We don't have anything else around here, right? Do we have any water around here that we can cook? We do have some water. Okay, so we have 24 more water in the toilet over here. And I do believe there was a second toilet in the other building. So we'll probably survive as far as water is concerned. Food might be more of an issue. We are at the point with 2 strength that I actually think continuing to work on the car is a bad idea. So now that we're very progressed into this, we are probably going to just sit by the fire and read. And for anyone wondering, the reason why I'm still using Healthy Glow, despite the fact that we are very, very low on food, is because the Healthy Glow helps against the lack of minerals that we have and nutrients that we have. So I'm kind of just, I don't have any facts on whether it's going to actually help us recover faster, but I'm kind of just hoping and praying it helps us recover faster, if that makes any sense. It's there's no confirmation there, but I am hoping that that is the case. Oh, great. In the middle of Joshua being completely disabled from a combo hit of both cold and influenza, we suddenly register a buzzing in our senses. It's getting louder and your head starts to throb somewhere nearby. A tiny cataclysm has begun again. That's not good. We are still asleep, so we're going to possibly sleep through it, but there's a chance that the Cataclysm Center passes over us. But it looks like a couple hours have passed, and this time we are lucky. There's a chance that it just would have passed straight over us and scooped us into the Cataclysm realm. And to be honest, that wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, but it wouldn't have been good either. Okay, well that was at least lucky. We got some luck on our side. I don't know what day it is anymore. I think we started on day 72, so it's day 6 now, and we've run out of firewood. Well, we still have candles, so there's that at least. We have noticed that it actually seems to rain a lot, so I actually just favorited a tarp rain collector. If we can get 3 pointy sticks, then we should be able to make a rain collector. In fact, we can actually just make 3 pointy sticks right there, and then get a tarp rain catcher going, so that in the future we won't have to worry about running out of water. Already making this base 5% better. We are very low on food, though, so I think today is going to be one of the days where we go out and check the zombies again and see if there was any food out there. And I need to find something I can deconstruct in order to get some more planks. Oh, thank goodness. There were some planks right here. So we at least have a couple more days of firewood, but we're going to have to stop using the fire. I was using the warmth of the fire to keep us warm while we were reading, but we're going to have to stop using it for that purpose and instead probably use candles instead. If there are any zombies down there whatsoever, we are not going to be checking down there. Okay, look off to the right. I don't see anything. Look off to the left. I don't see anything. Okay, pick it up. Place it down. Wow, it's tricky even with the ladder. And of course, there is in fact a zombie right there. But we do also see pork sticks right over there. And there's a lot of stuff down here for the record. Once we actually get, like, we have a little bit of like an item farm, as it were, going here. I'll take these chocolate bars. And were there pork sticks here too? Are the pork sticks seriously too heavy to pick up? No. It's just the wrapper was too heavy to pick up. Immediately climb back up north. Oh, that was Really close, to be honest. Should probably not be trying to cut that close. That zombie did in fact die, though. We did hear it die as we walked away. But we did get a little bit more food. Some pork sticks and some chocolate bars. Bellum's not feeling very good about his life right now. So we're going to go ahead and drink the eat the pork sticks and make some more clean water. Another thing that I have on my to-do list is that we are going to, I don't know if you saw it up there, but we have favorited also a training dummy. And we're going to make a training dummy so that we can practice some of our melee skills while we're trapped inside. Probably not today, though, because we are dead tired. But I might start the process of making one just so that we have it started, as it were. And yeah, we were forced to stop. Apparently, we don't have a tool with digging enough in order to plant the training dummy. So we're gonna look about how to get a wood chisel. So we can get a stone chisel. We just need some sand, rock, and an anvil. An anvil of 1 or greater is actually just a rock. So I think what we can do is we can deconstruct this fire pit over here to get rocks. Yes. Then we can haul all these rocks over. And then we still need an anvil of 1 or more. We need gravel or sand. How do we get gravel or sand without a tool of digging? It kind of seems like a catch-22 there, that we need a tool of digging in order to get a tool of digging, right? That is a bit of a brain stumper. The other thing that I noticed is that we might be too close with where we chose to bed down. We might be too close to the walls, and we might be, like, things might be hearing us cough through the walls. So I was thinking about rearranging everything so that our sleeping spot is, like, right here, which is pretty close to the center of the base. And realistically speaking, we want to deconstruct these things eventually anyways for their parts, just because, well, they're not useful. So I believe it is now day 7 or 8. Fever's really getting to us. And we have officially run out of food. We have only water at this point, and I'm not sure how much that's even going to last, as we're running really low on water at this point as well. Instead of boiling the water, we are going to resort to just using our water purification tablets, which I know we have some somewhere. Come on, where are they? Here. They've made it over to this table. And we can just use those to get purified water a lot faster without having to worry about spending the effort it requires in order to purify the water. And I think there should be some more water in here, right? Yeah, there is 24 more water here. So we'll probably not die of dehydration, but hunger is going to be a serious issue. Whenever we wake up, we will check our zombie farm to see if there's any food there. Oh, this is exciting. As we were sleeping, I noticed that our strength and perception jumped back up. We now are 7 strength, which is the strongest we've been in a week. So we're going to check and see. Okay, the flu. We have finally recovered from the flu. We still have a common cold, but we have at least recovered from the flu. It's probably, with 7 strength, still not safe to go outside and actually, like, do stuff. But, and it's very dark. I don't know if I trust going down there in the dark right now. Okay, I know what we're going to do. We have a flashlight, and it has a little bit of battery. So we're going to place our ladder down, activate our flashlight, which will draw things to us, but we're not going to be down here long. So we're going to do food again. There's just some chewing gum down here. Let's check real quick. Cough syrup? No dice. Turn off our flashlight again and pull up the step ladder. So we are officially out of food, and we won't be eating today, but at least we'll have some water. So there's that. We're out of that water. But now that the flu's done, I actually am pretty confident that we are going to be able to survive this. It was really close, though. It was way closer than I wanted it to be. Our project for today is going to be going back to rearranging and disassembling and stuff like that in this area up here. In order to be able to, we're going to take this bed over here and the end table and the light over there and move it over into this corner so that we have a better place to sleep. And if you were wondering, yes, I did remember, or if you just didn't know as well, we did have to deconstruct the door in order to be able to haul the bed out of that room. I could take apart the bed, but I don't know if I could... Oh, I actually can't grab this type of bed. I might actually have to take it apart. Interesting. Okay. I've never had to do that before. Previously, I've been able to just take them apart. I'm hoping I will be able to... Can I grab this? Yes. I was about to say, I'm hoping I'll be able to put it back together whenever we're done. I don't actually need a 2x2 bed. So let's see. Bed? Build bunk bed. Okay. Okay, cool. So we just need one more now. Good to know. That was actually a new experience for me because in previous versions of Cataclysm that I've been played in the past, I didn't need to do that. Maybe it's just the type of bed that caused me to do that as well. Not sure. Okay, so now we have a bed over here, which is much better. We'll probably put the standing mirror and the lamp over there as well. I have just learned that I am not able to deconstruct or move the enchanter's workbench. So I tried deconstructing one part of it and it just destroyed it. And I'm sad about that, but it is what it is. Oh, good. It's raining. Let's see. Is our rain catcher working? I don't know how the rain catcher works. We'll have to check after it's finished raining if the rain catcher did anything. And we'll check around to make sure that there's not another big sheet around here anywhere. I don't think there was, though. Okay, we definitely know that there are zombies down there because we just heard Wump a few times. But we're going to climb down. Where's the zombie? He's way off to our east. So, not a problem. Let's see again. So, no cough syrup. And no food. There is some chewing gum there. And a cop zombie coming around the corner right now. Is he already bleeding? Yeah. We'll actually take him down ourselves. Feels good to finally take down something. And we'll take all of his stuff. Ooh, he has a riot helmet. That's actually, if we can repair that, that will actually be a significant upgrade from what we're wearing right now. Someone's going to have to explain to me how rain catchers work, because it just rained for like 2 days, and our rain catcher got You know what? I just realized we probably have to put something underneath it, don't I? God damn it. Of course we do. Of course we do. That's how rain catchers work. I'm going to blame the cold on that one. Let's see. Do we have a gallon jug or something like that? I thought we did. Hold on. Let's see if we can just search for one. We do not have a gallon jug. What is the largest thing that we have? We're just going to put some tin cans under it. That was very silly of me. That was kind of an obvious one, to be honest. But it wasn't obvious until I had actually thought about it. We did manage to make some grits as well, I think because our cooking skill got better. And we do have at least food for today. If we get too much worse on food, we are probably going to have to try our hunting in the woods thing again. Oh, hey, there's a... That's interesting. This, there is actually food here. But the food search thing is not finding it for me. So I think we actually have to go through... We'll take the gas mask cartridge. We'll have to go through and actually look through stuff because, yeah, there's like a medical box here. We want this medical tape and antiseptic. We'll actually have to go through and look through all this stuff because it looks like searching by food is not actually effective. But doesn't mean that we have enough food to survive until at least the cold drops off as well. Non-drowsy cough syrup. Very nice. With that, we should probably actually go hunting. Our little zombie farm here is very productive. We have gotten quite a few things out of it. And with roaming zombies, it will pretty much always be at least useful. It might not always be good, but It'll always be at least useful. And we just found an AR-15 on one of these guys, and another riot armor suit. Getting the second riot armor suit's useful, in my opinion, just because if ours ever breaks, we can clean this one up. Because you can't actually repair the riot armor suits. So as it gets more damage, it's going to lose a lot of its durability, and it will kind of just eventually run out of durability. One thing that we can do with all of this filthy and damaged zombie goods is that we actually could just learn a absolutely crap ton of tailoring. We could probably get our tailoring to like 4 or 5 by grabbing all of the poorly fit and damaged goods and bringing them in and repairing them. And we don't care about what they turn into afterwards, right? We just repair them. And once we repair them, then we'll, have gained a little bit of skill. And if we do that enough, then we'll probably get enough skill that we can actually repair some of the stuff that we actually care about then. Okay, now that we have some non-drowsing cough syrup in us, I think that we are actually going to put our helmet back on, and we're going to head out with our pipe mace and our gun. We're going to head out to the forest up here. We have spotted a zombie horde over there. That's unfortunate. We might head north to the forest then. We're going to head out to the forest and see about... I always forget that I'm going to have to put my pipe mace away. We're going to see about potentially getting some hunting done. Okay, so there's a spiked board right here. So if we lead this guy onto the spiked board, yeah, we can take him out very quickly. Ooh, lunchbox. No food. But we did just find some more gun stuff and a IFAK patch. We're not going to properly loot this stuff. We're just going to drop it off right here. But those IFAK pouches have a lot of medical stuff in them. I want to make sure that we have enough carry weight that if we do manage to take down some sort of animal, we can bring the vast majority of it back. I'd love to find a subway at some point so I can turn in my cash cards as well, because I'm tired of seeing all of those cash cards in my inventory. I have an idea. We're going to take the spike board back real quick, because I've been annoyed that I can't go this way, right? And we're going to plant it here. The reason why we can now do this, right? The zombies won't be smart enough to do that, but we will. Okay, we do have a couple zombies here, and there's a zapper. We should be able to handle these, though, especially if we just bring them back to our spike board. So they're going to be bleeding. And if we get a lucky hit, we'll be able to knock them backwards. Back onto... In fact, I'm actually not going to fight this one. I'm just going to lure it onto more and more spike boards. Yep, there we go. There's another first aid kit down here. It is one that we've already looted, though. And we're back to the point where we can sort of fight. I'm hoping we can fight through enough of these things to get back to the forest. Oh, that's a zombie hunter. Run, 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 run. Okay. We're going to pull back to here. Take one swing at it. Bleeding. Should be bleeding more. It somehow missed getting bled that second time. Oh. Okay, we'll staunch wound. And we'll probably start healthy glow because we do have some food. Another fat zombie. Being this weak really does concern me. Well, actually fighting here. Make sure we stay topped up on our stamina at all times. Okay, so there are some fat zombies around and some zombie cops, but they're all too far away to be a threat right now. Oh, there's actually quite a few things out here, isn't there? How durable? Okay, this fat zombie's pretty weak. I think we can just take it down ourselves. We do right now have 9 strength. Cold is still going. Which means that we might have gained a strength from something. Oh, something wrecked this house. I have been corrected that apparently... Ooh, food. If there's enough zombies nearby, there's a horde effect that happens. I don't know if I've told you guys this already, but there's a horde effect that happens that means that they can actually take down houses, even if they're just normal zombies. Oh! What? Okay, cool. We don't have the room to grab that right now, but there is just a full fucking chainsaw right there. There's also a mop, which I'd like to get at some point, so we're gonna mark this as chainsaw mop. We need to go around and grab these power tools, solar panel, shovel, mop. Getting that shovel would actually be very beneficial. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Going into a basement whenever we're this weak is just a bad idea. However, oh, that feels so good. We were actually able to take all of those zombies down. Chainsaw, super cool though. We're not going to use that as a weapon, but we are going to use it to cut down trees pretty quickly and efficiently. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, that hurts me so much. A zombie we killed earlier had a flu shot. You know what? We're going to take that right away because the flu shot lasts several weeks. And unlike in real life, it doesn't really give you a lot of negatives right away. We are going to be checking all of these bushes. I hear something inside there. Sounds like it's a... Seems like it's a tough zombie. Double checked these corpses because obviously we've missed some stuff. Yeah, there's a zombie and a tough zombie. We're going to head north here. I want to get pretty far into the forest before we do anything because I am going to be firing my gun. I don't want to attract zombies from the town. That. Ooh, there's just some junipers on the ground. Nice. Is there a juniper tree, maybe? It's a maple tree. Do we have anything that can carry water? We do. So we'll go ahead and purify this water. Having one of these little water things like this right here has like 200 water in it, right? So it's not infinite, but it's pretty close. There are plenty of infinite water sources, though. Okay, we're going to go out about this far. And what is these trees? Blackjack oak. What can we get from blackjack oak? We got some sort of bark? Yeah, tan bark. I could use it to craft cordage pieces, whisker basket. Cordage pieces is pretty useful. Okay. So that's good to know. If we ever need just like a lot of cordage, this is where we'll want to go. There's a weasel there. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to pull out our Glock and see about shooting this weasel. Wow. It is so small that we're not going to... Yep. This might be hard. We might have a better chance meleeing it, to be honest. Yep, there we go. Okay. It's not going to be a lot of meat, but we can actually full butcher it. Okay, we got 3 scraps of meat. That's basically nothing. That's not even enough calories to justify having even taken it down in the first place. But hopefully we can augment that by searching these bushes. And I just realized that it's starting to get to being nighttime. Probably shouldn't stay out here too much longer. We have some water and food, and the lodge is right to the south of us. So, yeah, it's already, like, dark. Damn. We will start up a fire here and cook the meat we got. As little meat as it is. It's not even worth, like... This amount of meat isn't even worth smoking, so, like, it's not a big deal. We woke up tired, which means, yeah, we still have the common cold, which means that we're still getting that -3 strength. But as long as we don't, like, go and fight zombies, we might be okay. I'm making sure that this episode is going to run a little bit longer than usual because, well, nothing's happened. Literally nothing has happened. But if we can get some hunting done and actually get some food for the next few days, like actually bring back some smoked food, we need something bigger than a raven. Ooh, a large rock. That actually has the anvil quality on it, but it's 37 pounds. That's unfortunate. We're not going to find a lot of food from searching these bushes, so honestly I might stop. We could take down one of these sparrows or ravens, but the problem is that I don't think that they're actually going to provide any real amount of food. Ideally, we take down like a, I don't know, like a really small dinosaur or something like that. That'd be pretty nice. There's a swamp here. I need to be careful heading towards a swamp. Swamps can get really dangerous. Once summertime comes, though, which is only a handful of days away, we're not going to be wanting for food for most of summer. But it would still be nice to be able to kill something so that we can, like, get some smoked meat or something like that. And have enough meat for Oop, there's a chipmunk. Have enough meat for all of autumn and then winter. I lost sight of the chipmunk immediately. We've not had a lot of luck with this, I'm gonna say. I don't know if we can catch a chipmunk. It's pretty fast. We might be able to catch a raven, though, especially if we just shoot it. Wow, we have, like, no chance of hitting the raven. Never mind. Literally no chance. As we're coming back into town, we did get spotted by a feral elf, and I want to take this opportunity to see how loud this gun really is, and maybe also see how effective it is. We did 9 damage with the first shot, and he's bleeding. 9 damage with the second shot, bleeding more heavily. Okay. It looks like the sound was 54, which isn't that bad, I think. Like, how much is hitting a door? A door is on 11. So I guess that is kind of loud. But it's probably a lot less loud than it was before, at least. Can we carry this chainsaw back? It'd be really nice if we could. I mean, I guess we could do this. It'll put us overweight, but we're really close to home. So worst case scenario, if we run into trouble, like this, for example, we can just drop it and then switch back again. Yeah, we managed to get the chainsaw home. Freaking amazing. That will be pretty useful later, I feel like. If we ever start needing just like an absolute ton of wood, the chainsaw would be very effective. And if we ever want to, like, almost as a meme or something like that, we could use it against enemy creatures. But I do think that that would be, in fact, a bit of a meme because going to be very cumbersome to use against enemies. Okay, so it looks like I was correct that you need containers in here in order to get this to work. So we're going to put a gallon jug under here and have that fill up. That should work. Hopefully. I had another idea, and I'm not sure if it works, but we're going to try and disassemble this thing down here, and can we not disassemble it? We might be able to disassemble it. So the idea is we're going to put the water heater up top here, like in this square right here. So now whenever we make clean water, we can actually store it in the water heater, which is kind of silly, but it is better than nothing. Like, legitimately better than nothing. Oh, look at that. We already have 15 water. Okay. Okay, so it does count as a keg. Very nice. And then I can just put the gallon jug back down, I guess, right? And that will get full. It's not ideal. I want to find something bigger than a gallon jug in the future to put under here so I can collect, like, hundreds and hundreds of water. But it is, in fact, something for now. And it will work for now. Okay, just as an update, we did manage to make a digging stick. And with said digging stick, we were able to pull a large rock out of the ground on our first try, actually. We're freezing to death because we were in the rain. But we were able to pull that large rock out, and we should be able to make a real shovel. No, we need to make the chisel first. Yeah, so we can make a stone chisel now. Oh, wow, that stone chisel is going to take absolutely forever to make. We've been sick for 10 days now. I'm really hoping that the cold wears off sometime soon. I'd love to continue on with Joshua's life. He has been stuck indoors and disabled for so long and unhappy the entire time because his nomadic nature, his wanderlust, is not being fulfilled. Apparently, by working on this stone chisel, we actually got up to survival level 4. I just love the outdoors. That is so incredibly untrue for Joshua right now, as we have now had a cold for more than a week. We are once again out of food. Oh. That's where all that ammo went. I forgot that I put that stuff there. I knew that I had picked up a bunch of ammo, and I was very confused as to where it had all gone. And we don't need to carry this much ammo on us. Let's see if we can figure out some food nearby. We're still pretty weak from the cold, so we can't go too far. We headed over to investigate this bicycle over here. It's actually a tricycle, I think. And as we did so, a zombie child came up and gave us 4 canned pineapples and some canned tomatoes. So, yeah, thank you, zombie. That will get us through at least another day, if not much else. We probably need to come out here at some point and kind of just clean up these corpses and move the piles of loot so that we're not searching through the same piles over and over again. And I'm sure there's probably some useful stuff in here that I have definitely missed. It is now day 84, and we still have a common cold. This is exhausting, both for Joshua and for me. Now that it's daylight, we're going to once again see if we can just get a little bit of food. We don't need a lot, just enough for another couple days, if possible. Considering how little success we had hunting in the woods for food, I think we're going to check some of the nearby houses instead. Did just find a combat pistol. Nice. There's some houses down here near the military surplus that we haven't actually checked. We also never managed to actually get into the military surplus before. We're not very strong, so if we find too many zombies, we are just going to leave. Oh, jeez. Speaking of, just freaking run away from this guy. Oh boy. Yeah, this is getting any looting done and any amount of finding of food done is going to be very, very hard. We're going to try and lead this zapper zombie up into where all of our traps are. I also just realized that we had our candle going, which was probably not helping. Bleeding badly. It might just die from the traps. It is kind of wandering. There we go. It was wandering around on the traps, so of course it doesn't have anything useful for us. At least we got rid of it. Let's see about... There's 3 zombies down south there. 4 zombies. Let's see about getting into this building over here and see if we can't find anything. It is pretty desolate, so I kind of doubt that we're going to find anything useful here. I mean, we did find some more gallon jugs. I have a better idea than the gallon jugs, though. We just need to wait until we're not sick anymore for me to actually employ that better idea. And I'll tell you more about it whenever we get closer. So yeah, this military surplus is definitely useless, as we thought it was going to be. We're not going to care about the skate park either, most likely. Okay, there are some zombies here. Oh my god, there's 15 zombies here? Shit. Okay, okay. We are going to start backing up to our home. How many of them see us? Only 3 of them, 4 of them see us. Okay. So we want to back up. And I think I just lost track of them, a few of them in the darkness there. I actually don't want to lose track of them. Possible. We're just going to yell a couple times to try and get their attention. And we're going to drag them over to the traps. Stepped on the spike board. Good. Bleeding. There we go. Took that one down. Hey, that cell phone actually has a real battery in it. We'll take that. We are strong enough that we were able to do the window trick, looks like, and we got some multivitamins. So that's at least our vitamins back up. But ooh, I almost just walked into those guys. Oh, we still don't have any food. Come on, keep following me. Don't get lost. There you go. I believe in you. Good zombie. Stepped on a spike board. Bleeding. Good. It's down. Spike board. And a second spike board. Ooh, that one was not very smart. Let's see if we can get into these houses to the south now. In fact, there were so many zombies to the south that I think we're just going to go west instead. None of these zombies have seen me yet, so we're just going to sneak into this house over here. And, well, there's an energy cola, so there's at least that. It's a little bit of calories, but we've only eaten about 200 calories today, so we need way more. There's a pickle. Looks like this is a duplex, so we can check the other side here as well. Okay, here's a little bit of food. I think we're going to be good for today now. Yeah, that's more than enough calories for at least today. We can get more, that'd be nice, but we're already getting tired from the cold again. And this house doesn't seem like it's going to have anything else in it. The last house we're going to check today. And there we go. We hit the mother lode. Very good. There is, in fact, a feral slider. I believe that is one of the mind over matter creatures, as every time we blink, this feral human is in a different place. They're always in motion while actually crossing the intervening space. I would very much like to kill that. Very much like to kill that. Because that would be really useful if it drops the thing that it can drop. But I don't think we're going to be able to. We got enough food to last a few more days, and that's going to be a few more days of me just pushing through and getting small tasks done. Because again, I want to end, no matter how much time I have to cut out, just to give you an update, I'm on 2 hours of the recording now, but no matter how much time we have to cut out, I want to end this episode with being over all of this so that we can, in the future, just kind of move on. We can't craft anything with any of the food we made, but we can at least eat. And just as a quick update, we did manage to finally make our stone chisel, which means that we can make a wooden shovel. I know I probably could have gone up here to get the shovel, but it's just so far away that, and with the fact that the wandering hordes keep coming closer and closer, I'm very afraid to go that far right now. And this gave us a lot of training in various things. So this was a good thing to do, I think. This was a good use of our time. And with the wooden shovel, tomorrow we'll be able to put up the training dummy. That's amazing. For all this time, we did finally manage to put up our wooden training dummy. It doesn't have a sprite, which is unfortunate, so it breaks a little bit of the immersion, but we should be able to practice some more advanced things here. We might not have the recipes to practice more advanced stuff, or perhaps we need to get past some of our basic things first, but this will be useful in the future. It is day 85, and we still have a motherfucking cold. So it's going to be another day reading. We managed to get our tailoring up to 4, so I think at this point we're just going to focus on the skills that are the lowest that we have a book for, and we might also level up Quantum Tunnel, to be honest, because we want that to be a very consistent skill whenever we do use it, and it's a hard enough task to level Quantum Tunnel, because it's difficulty 2, that it will get our spellcraft up to a relatively high point. I think we can probably at least get to spellcraft 4 off of reading Quantum Tunnel stuff. So there's that, I guess. As we wake up, we see our strength jump back up to 10. You're up and feel fantastic. No sickness is going to keep you down today. And as we check, we are vaccinated and we have common cold antibodies. Oh boy, I can't tell you how many days that was. I think we started on day 72. We'll make sure and put in the edit here how long it actually took. It is now day 86. Spring is almost over. And as much as I hated being stuck in with a cold, we did get a lot done. We got a training dummy set up. We have a rain collector with a gallon jug. We do have a plan to make this better in the future. We managed to set up a full-size family heater in order to get that going. We got several skills very high. We managed to get our metaphysics up. We got our spellcraft up, our fabrication, our survival, our tailoring. And we did mess with mechanics long enough to get to 41%. Mechanics is a very hard skill to learn, so we're going to be very heavily dependent on books to help us with that right there. We are desperate in need for food, I will say, so that's going to be one of the first things we do. But with that, we are going to end today being stuck indoors for a grand total of 2 hours and 45-minute recording time of just trying to get my character to just get Joshua to a point where he's able to be a person again. Just as debilitating in Cataclysm as it is in real life. If we did not have such a secure home, we would have certainly died. Anyways, this has been Last Flight with the No Hope mod. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.